29 June 2023. In this news flash I want to talk about Kramatorsk. And I'm speechless about what the hell the mainstream media is doing to that Kramatorsk incident. Now, for those of you that don't understand exactly what I'm talking about, Kramatorsk is a little bit south of Bakhmut. And yesterday, it was yesterday, the Russians sent a missile into a restaurant hotel complex there. And they killed a lot of the command and control officers of the international mercenaries. Basically, that's what they are. The US and NATO has been hiding soldiers in Ukraine under the labels of advisors, private contractors, observers, shit like that. That is what they've been doing. But all the time they boldly proclaim NATO is not involved in the Ukraine, apart from giving them weapons and ammunition and all that type of shit, and they keep quiet about these advisors and contractors. The Russians has been tracking these mercenaries from the beginning, and people like Scott Ritter and Judge Napolitano has warned about it and said that those people are not protected by the Geneva Convention. But nobody listened, and the brain-dead Western mass media gulpers swallowed all the bullshit. Now I want you to listen to this video clip. Listen to what the guy is saying. Listen carefully.
Look what these bastards are doing to this country. There's soldiers under this rubble all over.
He clearly says there are lots of soldiers under the rubble. Zelensky jumped on the wagon immediately with a tweet saying that the Russians used S-300s, which is total bullshit. Everybody that follows that war knows it. The mass media makes a more of a story of the civilians killed. A few civilians, and it is sad that it happened. But on the counter of that few civilians that perished in Kramatorsk, where a legitimate military target was hit by the Russians, on the other side of the scale, put the 15,000 people killed in the Donbass by the West. And where's the outrage in the media about that? Nothing. I am so sick and tired of that bullshit that is going on there in the Ukraine. The fact of the matter is there's a war. Now the media labels those killed soldiers as tourists. What the fuck is that? Just imagine Joe Blow sitting in his house in Florida, and he says to his family, listen family, you know that trip that we planned to take to the Bahamas? I have now rerouted that trip. So we're not going to be touring the Bahamas. We will be touring the Donbass. We will be staying in Kramatorsk. Yippee! His family cheers and says, we're looking forward to this holiday. How fucking stupid must you be to believe that tourist shit? Ask yourself that. Who tours orders a war front. Who? Soldiers and journalists, not bona fide tourists. But this video clip that I played to you, that guy talking there is one of the mercenaries. And incidentally, there's rumors he's actually a South African. And from his accent, he sounds like a South African. So, what happened in Kramatorsk? The NATO advisors, contractors, gathered in that hotel block, which was rigged in as a command and control center. And the people, the soldiers, not contractors, mercenaries, they send images to social media of what they are doing there and eating pizzas and all that shit. But the Russian information services are not stupid. They're not cave dwellers that live under rocks. All they did is they took that images and ran it through Google and they got the geolocations of the images. And they realized, but there's a hell of a lot of mercenaries collected in that specific building. And seeing that it is a war, it was a legitimate military target and the Russians nailed it. So, I'm going to stop now. I'm just going to say to you, don't keep on swallowing the bullshit. Look at the facts, then use your own brain and ask yourself, what the fuck is tourists doing in Kramatorsk? Ask that question. Please give me a like and a subscribe and share the thing. Thank you for your support.